folks, welcome to Metal Wani and Metal Nation Radio. With us today we have Kamelot's Thomas. How are you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Glad to have you on show with us today. Just a few weeks left for the release of the highly anticipated album, Heaven. So you must be excited as well as nervous for this album, isn't it?
Oh yeah, we're definitely excited. I mean, we've with when we started the production of everything, and we started knowing that the album was going to turn out kind of like we wanted, then that's when you start gaining a lot of confidence, and you're going in the studio and you're doing things, and now that the record's basically coming out, we're excited. The feedback so far has been great.
Amazing. Now, this marks your 14th studio album, keeping, the 20 years on since your debut, Eternity. So that's a remarkable achievement for a band. So I'm sure you guys consider this something like a milestone in your career.
Time has flown by. I mean, it's actually our 11th studio record, but time has flown by over the years. So it's one of those things, if you're having a good time kind of flies, and we've been doing that, and it's been a great journey. And in some senses, with Silverthorn coming out two and a half years ago, it's almost like a new era for us. So we almost feel like we're just getting started in that aspect. But yeah, it's just great to still be doing this and to have some amazing fans that support us.
Absolutely true. Now, you guys are the blueprint on how to make a good symphonic power metal. Now, when I listened to this album, I, as a fan, got to hear that classic Kamelot, that signature blend of epic soundscapes and those catchy riffs, all enveloped into that beautiful Tommy's voice. So I wonder how you guys managed to, sit together, write these epic pieces, and here is it in front of the fans to cherish.
Oh, well, thank you, first of all. It's really cool to have some amazing musicians with me that are really working hard, and that kind of started with Silverthorn, with Oliver first being a new co-writer, and then, Tommy coming in, but basically taking the bull by the horns and working right away on lyrics and melodies. And, of course, we have Sasha, who's been with us for several years, that
Right.
Is also an important factor with Kamelot. So it's just a really great thing to have talented people around me, and that makes it fun, of course. And with Haven, we were able to keep the signature Kamelot sound, but also have some new elements that I think the fans always expect, and
Right.
so we're able to achieve those goals.
Awesome. So, I kind of feel like, if Kamelot were a whiskey, I would probably be an alcoholic.
Cool. That's nice. It's nice to hear, but yeah, stick to the music, not the liquor, I guess.
Right. Now, the new lyric video, Wheel of Elysium, is out, and how have the fans responded? And did you guys play some, tunes live on your, previous tour? You went around UK?
Yeah, we played. We had a sold-out London show, and we debuted the song there, and the crowd loved it. They had never heard it before, so that's also a good sign when you can play a new song that no one's heard, and they still dig it. So, yeah, the reaction's been really phenomenal, and I think it was the perfect kind of first taste for the new album, because it has a lot of the signature Kamelot things.
True.
And then we'll have more songs that are going to be more experimental, but then we'll also have some more songs that are definitely in the pure Kamelot vein. So it's a good, diverse record. And like I said earlier, I think it's important to have an album that keeps that backbone, but at the same time challenges the listener and the band for new ideas.
Absolutely. It's kind of, that one good, that feel-good ride. You can listen to it anytime, anywhere. I've been having the album from last 2 weeks, and it kind of made me feel rejuvenated and fresh. Like every song on this album, even the darker ones, makes you want to get up and do something. And Tommy's voice, adds fuel to the fire of optimism. So
that's great. Yeah.
Was that kind of a goal you guys were looking forward to, have that sort of a fresh vibe on the album?
Well, my goal was to have all the different emotions, whether it be the dark elements you spoke of, but also some lighter kind of uplifting melodies.
Hmm.
And I think what's special about Haven is that every chorus really has a signature kind of memorable melody, and that's probably what you're talking about, where every song kind of gives you that feeling of getting up and moving. But I think we were able to hit all the different emotions, and for us, that's what music is all about. Is about emotion.
Absolutely true. Now, what can I say about your guitar lines? I mean, each song has that heavy yet melodious guitar work, infusing that drama and the emotion, like you were telling right now. And it's perfectly been complemented by Tommy's vocals and Oliver's keyboard.
Oh, well, thank you. I've always approached the guitar as a tool and never as this, wanting to be like this guitar hero kind of person. And I think, the guitar or whatever instrument, it needs to be there to support the song. And that's always been my philosophy.
True.
There's a little bit more kind of guitar work, I think, on this record maybe than, for example, poetry. But, we always try to have that balance of musicianship with songwriting and also staying true to the Kamelot sound. And I think
Right.
that's an important part.
Absolutely. But there's one thing which I felt missing on this album are that there are hardly any keyboard solos. I mean, with so much melody and energy flowing through the songs, I'm really looking for that dripping fast keyboard and the guitar battle.
Well, there's actually quite a lot of keyboard solos. Did you know that the song Liar Liar is a keyboard solo, and also Insomnia is a
Oh,
keyboard solo?
no, I couldn't figure out. Wow.
Yeah, some of the keyboard solos almost sound like guitars. So there's actually probably more keyboard solos on this album than any other.
My God, I was just trying to figure out what happened because following your music for quite a while, and then I heard this, or maybe I couldn't figure out the tone being played on keyboard. I kind of felt it was played on guitar.
It's possible. I mean, we've never really had a ton of keyboard solos in the past, but yeah, take another listen, a little closer listen, and maybe you'll pick it out.
That's right. Now, I remember a few days back, I dropped you a message on Facebook about the Camelot London gig review, and you did ask me about coming to India. So I assume this is your first interview with anyone from India.
I believe so. I mean, if we've done one before, it's definitely in the past that I don't remember. But we've had some different kind of casual offers to come to India, and I have a lot of Indian friends here actually, and we definitely would love to come visit. I mean, I've heard a lot about the country, and we're definitely curious to see what's happening there.
Were there any such plans or any such offers from, the promoters in India to bring Camelot to, the different cities?
Yeah, it was nothing. There was nothing ever formal. I mean, I remember there was one for Mumbai, but we really need to talk to the actual top promoters, and that's something that we're definitely going to work on coming up with Haven, the whole touring cycle. What's really nice now that with Silverthorne started, we started coming to new countries like Australia and Korea and Taiwan and a lot of new cities like in North America, and we see a lot of doors opening up. So I think it's time to definitely make a trip to India.
That'll be amazing. Now, I was just wondering, like you guys been, now moving into the third decade. So, what sort of biggest change for being in a band you have noticed since forming in 1991?
Well, I mean, obviously the record business has changed a lot when it comes to the way the internet is affecting sales and also promotion. But I think the world has shrunk for bands like Kamelot, so we're able to branch out further than maybe before. But other than that, the live part of it is still the same. You can't download the live experience, and that's
Right.
something that obviously all musicians still cling to, because that's initially that's why you want to do this, is because you want to get on stage and you want to share that experience with the fans, and that's something that still hasn't changed for us, and it never gets old.
Absolutely true. So, what are the plans of taking this album on road? So, what sort of countries and continents are you guys going to tour for rest of the year, and of course the festivals?
Yeah, well, right now we're getting ready to go to Mexico City for our first North American show, and then that's followed by the U.S. and Canada. It's going to be about a month of touring, and then we have some select Eastern Europe festivals in summer.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have a huge European tour that's going to kick off in September.
Nice.
Then we come back to North America for a second run in November, December. And it looks like South America will be in the beginning of 2016, and then Japan,
Wow.
Australia, and hopefully somewhere in there we can fit India in.
Man, that's awesome. Jam-packed year. And 2016, I think, is half at least is full already on your schedule.
Yeah, I mean, then we'll probably do a lot of summer festivals that we missed this year in 2016. So we pretty much are booked through 2017, and then who knows what we're going to do after that. If we'll, I don't even want to start thinking about a new album anytime soon. But for sure, the next 2 years is going to be pretty slammed.
Right. So before I conclude the interview, how about you define the new album Heaven in just one sentence?
I would say it's a diverse roller coaster ride of the human condition that all Kamelot fans will love.
Wow. So all I can say is one just needs to sit back, relax, and let these songs, take away, that sort of flying in the air feeling, and just enjoy it, just cherish it.
Yeah, thank you. I think if somebody is that kind of person to listen to an album from the beginning to the end, which I am, I encourage them to do that, because you'll definitely get all the diverse and highs and lows that I think is needed on a record, and that's what we went for with Haven, and I think we were able to achieve that. So thank you.
Fantastic. Thomas, had an honor of having a chat with you. I wish you all the best for all the future endeavors, and all I can do is to wait for you guys to come to India.
Sounds great. Thank you, and everybody out there, have a killer day.
Thanks, brother. Take care.
Thanks, man.